Hello, my name is Scott and today is April 20th, meaning that it's the 20th day on the 4th month, commonly referred to as 420. For those unaware of the significance of this day, it's a celebration and maybe even kind of like no, you can't say that's a protest, but like a demonstration perhaps on marijuana and the fact that it should be legal. Just to catch you up and do a quick fact check, I do not smoke marijuana. Some of my friends do. I used to, like 6 or 7 years ago, but I'm still gonna go downtown today. I should also probably let you know that if you didn't know already, I live in Ottawa, nation's capital. So when we have 420 here, everyone goes to the front lawn in Parliament and they just openly smoke in front of the Prime Minister's place of work. And if you're sitting there asking yourself, well, why would you want to go if you don't smoke weed? Well, I'll tell you this, I used to smoke a little bit, super occasionally, in high school, and I play footbag, so I have an honorary invitation that does not expire. On top of that, it should be a beautiful April day, and it's something to do. But if I could be completely honest with you, I do have one teeny little hope, prayer, even if I'll go that far. I think, and other people think I'm crazy for this, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that Justin Trudeau will be there. And on top of that, I don't think it would be completely crazy if we saw the Prime Minister take a hit from a joint today. You heard it here first. And just so I don't sound like a complete lunatic saying that, let's just elevate up, take a look at what's on the table here, and you'll see it's not that crazy. I mean, JT, since he was put into office, has been very about, I'm gonna be with the people, and I'm gonna make myself look like a social dude, taking selfies with everybody. There are those random guys who are just like, yo, JT, come be on a Christmas card, we're gonna be an awkward family, and he threw a hat on, took a picture. He's going to everything. He's going to everything. And I think since the Liberal Party's stance so far is they would like to legalize weed eventually, he's admitted to doing it in the past, I feel like today is the day. Just you wait and see. I will time check this right now. It is 8:09 in the morning, Wednesday, the 20th of April. You heard it here first, folks. Remember that. And as far as my own stance on the legalization of marijuana, I'll touch on that later. I've got a decently busy day today. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta go change the tires on my friend's car. Then we're gonna go downtown and I'm gonna film the festivities for 420 and just blaze it. And then I'll finish up this video and we'll talk more then. About weed, that is. I feel like we'll talk in between as well. It's not awkward. Is it awkward?
What up?
Gotcha. So, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Trevor. I've known Scott for like 15, 16 years now. That's about all you need to know about me.
I gotta ask you on 420, Trevor, did you smoke marijuana and are you high?
I did not, and I am not.
What's your stance on the legalization of marijuana? Pro or against?
I'm pro. I feel like people can do whatever they want and it'll help our economy for sure, so that's my stance on it.
are here, ground zero at 420, or should I say 420 at 420? Justin didn't come. I totally thought JT would be here. I was wrong.
I think it's safe to say that the grass just got a little bit greener at Parliament.
Zinger! I'm gonna edit it so it looks like I said that joke. What an interesting place to sit.
It's not for sitting.
Where? No way. You sure?
Yeah, get on.
Probably more. Double decker, no way. So that was 420 at the Capitol. Had a pretty good time. The weather was gorgeous, so no one can complain. So the initial plan was me and a bunch of my friends were gonna go down to the hill, kick around the footbag, hang out just a bit, see the sights and smell the smells. But exams got in the way, so not everyone could make it. So as you saw, it only ended up being me and my friend Trevor. Which is a little funny, because neither of us really smoked the marijuana, so it kind of felt like we were the lame kids sneaking into the cool kids' party. Speaking on the legalization of marijuana, hey Scott, how do you feel about it? Legalize it, bro. So yeah, as a non-marijuana smoking individual, I actually do think it should be legal, and I feel like that's the way it's gonna go eventually. For myself, I smoked a bit in high school, and then around grade 12 is when I stopped. Personally, I just didn't like it. I felt like when I got high, I was just like, wow, I really don't want to be high right now. I remember one of the last times I smoked was close to very, very early grade 12. Me and my friend, we went home back to his house for lunch. He had double spare in the afternoon, but I still had math and then science. I think it was chemistry. So we went back to his house, quickly smoked, went back to school before class started, and I realized, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever been this high before in my life. What am I gonna do? I remember sitting in my math class right in front, right where the teacher is, just like zoning out. And it was college, it was grade 12 college math, so it's super simple stuff. We're just doing perimeters and surface areas. And I remember the teacher was like, all right, Scott, you wanna give me the surface area of this cube? And I was honestly just spitting numbers at him, like looking down, trying to work whatever out I could on the paper, just like 4 times 6 for angle A, whatever. And the whole class and Mr. B was just like, and I'm just like, you know what, Mr. B, I'm too tired right now. Why don't you ask somebody else? not my finest moment. And though I am super pro legalization of marijuana, I think a lot of people, when they try to fight like, weed should be legal, man, show me one marijuana death, show me what it does wrong. Yes, but people also overlook that it can still be abused. It's just like cigarettes and alcohol, which both happen to be legal, but you can still really abuse both of those. I remember I read an article once, and I can't cite it, I couldn't tell you who wrote it, so maybe I'm just making this up, but I'm not. But you can never know, and that's what's so great about this relationship. I don't need to be honest at all, but I am. I don't know why I would say that. Anyways, I read an article that a high school teacher had wrote, and basically it's him saying that in his own opinion, yes, marijuana is one of the most destructive drugs a person can do. And at first you're just like, well, pause, bruh. Clearly you never heard of heroin. Which he has. His point of view is actually pretty interesting on it. Being a high school teacher, because high school is when a lot of people can slip in, start smoking weed. For sure, we all know that. But he would describe his class and some of his students who, before they smoked, they're all like very thirsty to learn, very eager to be at class, very driven, very like curious about life. And then he said you can see noticeable changes in some of the kids when it's obvious, you know, teachers aren't stupid guys, they know when they started smoking weed, how it's not that it like made them depressed, like it's not that they made them depressed, it was more of the fact that it just made them uninterested and kind of lose their drive that way. And I buy that 100%. I feel like I've seen cases like that as well, and it's just something to keep in mind because everyone's very, hey, weed does all this great stuff. You can still abuse it though, and we need to keep that in mind. As I said earlier, I used to hang out with a lot of people who would smoke often. And then I find a lot of the time we'd just be sitting in cars or sitting in basements, not really doing anything. And as a non-smoker, like I'm just happy to be with my friends, like love these guys. But like you don't do too much. But I feel like it's really neat because I've seen a lot of them kind of grow out of that and kind of realize the amount of nothing that we used to do, like when I used to smoke as well and whatnot. So it's just good to see. And I'll wrap this up and I'll finish with what one of my friends said, which really like put the pin on the needle. He said, being high makes doing nothing really hype. But then you kind of get caught in this loop of just doing nothing. And that's when it's a problem, because that's not good. You should always be doing something. Well, not always. Relaxation is good. And we're off point, and we're on point. So all I'm saying is that one in particular really stuck with me. I thought that was a good way to describe kind of like the issues that you can slip into. But regardless, I do think it should be legalized. I think it'll be a lot safer if you get it off the streets, put it into stores. I think I would much rather that money be going towards our government and the economy than some drug dealer who's probably buying harder drugs with that money. Anyways, guys, I'm going to finish the video off there. Hope you have a good morning, day, night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and make sure you click like, comment, subscribe. Hey guys, we sure had a lot of fun today. And we seem to always have fun. So it makes me a little sad when it's over, but it doesn't need to be over. You can keep having fun right now. Hey, how do you feel about friends? Do you cherish them in your life? Or do you feel like you have none? Well, I'm here to tell you that you do have one, and it's me. So click right here if you want to share the appreciation I have for friends. And oh, what's that? You want to hear about how I don't like movies anymore? Well, that's okay. You may be thinking, why don't you love movies? Well, I'll tell you. Right here. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Scott loves you.